Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Nikki Reacts TV. It's your girl Nikki, and you are tuned into yet again another reaction video. So I'm so glad to be back. I know a lot of you have been patiently waiting to hear my perspective on the whole ROS and Rita fallout. I know a lot of people have been picking a side, and I am here to give you my brutal, honest opinion and let you know where I stand in the midst of all of this chaos. All right. But first, I want to shout out to my beautiful, lovely ladies and gentlemen for checking in on your girl. You know, life has been hectic. If you've seen my community posts, you know I had a lot going on, but today I'm here for you guys. So we are going to get into some things. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. And if you are a newcomer here, welcome to the channel. Be sure to hit that subscribe and be sure to leave your comments down below because you know we get into it after the show. All right. So let's just get into these reactions. So Cardi B said it best when she said, "I can't put you in my business. You might wish death on me tomorrow." And that is a fact. That is exactly what we are witnessing. Two individuals who called each other sisters, that they loved each other and that they were building a relationship, to come to such low blows and such distasteful, disgusting disrespect amongst these two women. So let's start with the facts. We've all seen the video where ROS said that she wanted to disassociate herself from Rita. She thought that Rita was tarnishing her brand and she did not want to be a part of the chaos and the drama any longer. Rita probably, in my opinion, felt that this was out of left field, that she did nothing but defend her, that she did nothing but go super hard and ride for her when people were attacking her, and she looked at her as a big sister. Rita then became offended and called her out of her name. To me, that is when shit hit the fan, and ROS then began to react to Rita's actions. So a lot of things that ROS was saying in regards to her children, her living conditions, her physical attributes, you know, her living on a farm and so on, was a reaction of Rita being disrespectful first. Now, you guys can comment down below and let me know if you do not feel the same. Again, I was not watching their every single move, so I may be missing some videos along the way. Please feel free to correct me down below. But I'm giving you my opinion on what I've seen and what makes logical sense to me. Now, from what I've been witnessing, people have a lot of things to say and are very critical of the things that ROS was saying about Rita's kids. But what people are failing to realize is that I don't think that that is ROS's character to just out of the blue start speaking ill of someone's children without being attacked first, without her children being attacked first. Is it right? No. Two wrongs do not make a right, but you have to understand the source and the energy behind her actions as well. Now, for the record, I'm not agreeing with the things that she said about Rita's kids, because we should not even be bringing each other's loved ones and family members into this agreement. Into this disagreement. It should be strictly between these two individuals. And that's when I said that I was remaining neutral, because at that point, it was strictly between these two ladies. What did it for me is seeing videos of Mac Myron, God bless the dead, ROS's deceased son, who was brutally murdered, on social media, on YouTube, being taunted. Her other son being taunted for being a quote-unquote murderer when the other individual knew the story, when you were her quote-unquote sister at the time. That did it for me, because that exposes a person's true characteristics. That exposes them for who they really are. That exposes their morality. That exposes their motives. And for that, I can't really rock with that. Am I saying that I do not support Rita? No. Am I saying that I do not like Rita? Not at all. I'm saying that as an adult woman and as a reaction channel, I'm being unbiased in this situation. And I'm giving you my honesty and my transparency on how I feel as an adult to handle a situation the way that these two women handled this situation. Could conversations have been done behind the scene? Absolutely. Did Sharita, let me rephrase that. Do I think Sharita had ill intentions from the beginning? No, not at all. I think Sharita gives off this personality as being passionate. I think sometimes Sharita can focus on the negative comments and stay there too long. But I don't think there was any ill intent behind it. I think ROS was becoming really annoyed with that. We all can hear it. We all can see it. I felt the tension. And was ROS wrong for wanting to disassociate herself from it? Absolutely not. We can do whatever we want to do with our platform. And she chose to be solo dolo. Now, Sharita could have handled that in a better way. I think people are saying, well, do you think Sharita is tarnishing her name? Do you think she's going to start losing subscribers? I don't think so. I don't think she's going to lose subscribers because people love the drama. People love the entertainment and people want to tune in. They don't care if they don't care about the truth. People are here for the tea because the lie is more entertaining than the truth. So people are always going to be tuned in. They're always going to be wanting to know who's saying what next. So no, I don't think it's going to affect her subscription. But if she continues down this path of taunting and making fun of a deceased person, because that taunts their family, that goes against YouTube community guidelines, and she will no longer have a channel or have that channel. So I hope what she takes away from all this is just to be the bigger person, just to walk away, because at the end of the day, it's not worth it. It's not worth staining our character. It's not worth stooping so low that we have to talk about a person that is no longer here to defend themselves and to tell their own story. So I have definitely picked a side, and that is the side of integrity. I will support from a distance. If people choose to not be in support of me any longer after this video, I am completely okay with that, because I can walk away and be totally fine with it. Again, we don't know these people on YouTube personally. We should never take things that are said personal. And we should also never get personal. When we don't know the person, we've only heard the stories. We only know what people tell us. We can't go around creating our own narratives, telling someone else's story, and then try to put a spin on it. I think it's disgusting. So, what I want people to take away from this video is definitely not to trust anybody on social media if you do not know them in your personal life. Because, again, you can't put people in your business because they may wish you death tomorrow. So, let's talk about Fee, because people want to know, how do I feel about Rita coming for Fee's son? Again, Rita is really triggered. She's on a smoking train. That train is smoking. That train is going from 0 to 100 real quick. Not giving a fuck about who's in her path. She's running them straight over. Little children, deceased people, and all. I don't know if Rita feels hurt, betrayed herself, but she's really not giving a fuck out here in these YouTube streets. And I don't agree with it. But at the end of the day, who cares what I think, right? But I am going to speak about it. Because in no way should we be talking about a child, a small child, an innocent child. Now, people are going to say, and we're going to address the naysayers, well, you guys talked about old girl kids. No, not once have you heard me talk about old girls, kids, never bashed them, because again, that is not my character. What is being talked about is her parenting to her kids. And if you're not intelligent enough to distinguish between the two, then that's on you. So I want to talk about parenting for a minute, since Roz is out here being bashed for being this bad parent because her son was murdered. I'm not connecting the dots here. We've seen the conditions that her children lived in for the past 12 years. We've seen her do nothing but speak highly of all 4 of her children from day one. We see the joy in her face when her grandchildren are in her presence. This is not giving off bad parenting to me. From a woman whose own mother was dealing with demons but still showed her nothing but love and raised her to the best of her ability, and then for her grandmother to step in and take over that role and provide a great life for her, I'm still not connecting the dots as where the bad parenting comes in, because Mac Myron, God bless the dead and bless his soul, was a grown adult man when he made the decision to get out of his bed and go pick up his brother, which he thought he was doing a great deed, because according to his family, that was his character. That's who he was, a protector, a provider of his family. He was doing what he only knew how to do, and that's to be there for his siblings, to be there for his mother. So I'm not seeing how that equates to bad parenting. If anything, that's anything but being a bad parent. And for her to instill those qualities in her children, it speaks volumes about her parenting. Whether people may think that her boys were in gangs or are in gangs or whatever, that is not a reflection of her parenting. We can walk a horse to the water, but we cannot make it drink. You guys are familiar with that saying. It's the same as raising our kids. We can be the best parent out here raising these kids in the best of the best, but we are not a reflection of the things and the decisions and the choices that they choose at times of their life. Now, if they stay in that mental state and they stay in that capacity, then that's a whole different topic. But if children, kids, young adults, if they are continuously growing, learning from their mistakes, that says a lot about good parenting. Because that means they're listening, they're paying attention to what's being told to them. They have guidance, they have support. A lot of y'all out there need to distinguish between the two. You cannot like this woman. You can even hate this woman or people in general. But don't let that cloud your judgment. Don't let that cloud your opinion, because the facts are the facts. And in my opinion, I believe Rita is also a great parent. It takes a lot of dedication to be a football mom or any mom that's out here with kids that are involved in activities. That support is so encouraging to children, and it really does take a lot of time. And I see that in Rita, that she loves her children. She also speaks very highly of them, and they're going to grow up to be great kids or great adults as well. So it's kind of fucked up that we are at this point with these two women. Like I said, I support both of these ladies, but what I don't support is the blatant disrespect. My character and my spirit will just not allow me to. Fun fact, it took me about maybe 2 weeks to even record this video because the energy was just too draining for me and I didn't want to disrupt my own peace. But some things, people say when you remain silent, you're in support of things. So I had to speak out because I definitely was not in support of those videos of Mac Myron being posted and taunting her and her family like that. So fast forward today, these ladies are still going at it. I see ROS is kind of backing up a little way and being advised legally and doing things the legal way and taking that legal action as she feels she rightfully should as it pertains to the respect of Mac Myron. As far as Rita, her channel could possibly be in jeopardy. ROS did say she has 2 strikes, 1 more and you're out of there. She may continue on in other platforms, but I hope she learns from this situation and just move her channel in a different direction because she does have that ability to hold an audience, to be entertaining, and just use that for the better good since, you know, she does have that spiritual side of her. And when she does have those panels in that element, it's amazing. So I hope she takes this advice and just continue to move forward. All we can do is live and learn as people and as humans. All right. So enough of the kumbaya. This video was actually supposed to be my story time video, but you know what? It took me about a week and a half to even trying to record this video because just the energy was not there. My spirit was not there. It was really draining. And I'm a woman that I have to protect my peace at all costs. So I felt this was the right time to come out with this video because they say if you're silent about things that you're in support of it. And I am definitely not in support of what has been going on in this sector, and I felt it was my duty to speak out and let you guys know where I stand on it all. And I hope you guys can respect my opinion. I thank you guys for watching this video and joining me today. Continue to join me down in the comment section. Let's get into this conversation. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and turn your post notifications on. Until then, I will see you beautiful people and hopefully what will be a story time in my next video. All right. And also, if you are not subscribed to my second channel, it will be in the description down below. You guys take care. Have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.
Well, you can do what you wanna, live how you wanna, spin what you wanna, be who you wanna be. We don't stutter till I